Deep in a Philippine mine, workers scouting the area hit a massive radiation pocket. They thought it was an oil strike at first, but when they fired up the heavy machinery, the ground just gave way and opened up a bottomless pit. Scientists went down to check it out and found the radiation levels were spiking. It seemed like exposure to the air was triggering some kind of reaction. When they finally lit up the cavern, everyone froze. Buried deep in the darkness was a massive ancient skeleton hundreds of meters long. The team pushed deeper along the giant bones. That's when Dr. Serizawa spotted two huge, round eggs embedded in the structure. One had already hatched. The shell was cracked open, but the creature inside was long gone. They eventually found an exit leading to the surface. A helicopter survey later revealed a massive trench leading straight out to the ocean. Whatever crawled out of that egg was already heading deep into the Pacific. Meanwhile, at a nuclear plant in Japan, Chief Engineer Brody picked up some weird seismic activity. The vibration frequency was strange. It had this rhythmic pulse, and it was ramping up exponentially. Brody knew this wasn't just some random tremor. To get to the bottom of it, he sent his team, including his wife, down into the reactor zone to inspect it. Before they could report back, the plant started shaking violently. The containment shield cracked, and superheated dust and radiation started flooding the tunnels. Safety protocols kicked in. To keep the radiation from hitting the city, the blast doors had to be sealed. In that split second of chaos, his wife's team couldn't make it out in time. A heartbroken Brody had to hit the button. The heavy steel door locked, sealing off the lethal leak, but it left his wife on the wrong side. The plant eventually collapsed, and the whole area was declared a no-go zone. 15 years later, Brody was still haunted. He never bought that it was a natural disaster. He'd been monitoring the area's signals privately and noticed the radiation was still pulsing. To help his dad find some closure, his son Ford tagged along for one last trip back to their old place to grab his research notes. They trekked through the abandoned streets and realized something wild. The place wasn't actually radioactive. The trees were lush, and stray dogs were roaming around fine. Brody pulled out his scanner and it read 0. To prove his point, he pulled off his mask. He breathed in the air and realized the lethal radiation was gone. The restricted zone wasn't empty. Though helicopters were flying in and out, Brody looked toward where they were heading and saw the ruins of the power plant were suddenly lit up like a Christmas tree. Before they could even process it, the guards grabbed them and dragged them into the heart of the facility. Inside the reactor, something was there. It was pulsing with a red light, almost like it was breathing, feeding on the plant's energy. The signal it was putting out was skyrocketing. Just as Dr. Serizawa was hitting a wall, his team reported 2 intruders in custody. He headed to the interrogation room, but when he checked what they'd confiscated from Brody, he found data matching the signals from the base. Suddenly, the facility's lights started flickering like crazy. Deep